Whose dog is this? Judge Judy will find out. Here's what happened. A woman buys a dog from someone on the street. That woman says, this is my dog. It's 5 years old. The vet tells me it's 5 years old. A man sees that dog and says, no, that's my dog. I lost it. It's 3 years old. What do? Well, Judge Judy has a device to make everything okay. And that is to bring the dog in, put it down, and let the dog decide. Here's what it looked like.
Listen to me carefully. Put the dog down. Put the dog down.
Yes, that's him. That made me whine.
The dog loves him so much, and he picks the dog up and it licks his face. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Doggone it, this is cute.
Little dog, big guy.
Damn, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's
This
a dog.
was so adorable. What was it like to watch it?
I don't have a dog, so I laughed the whole time. First of all, sidebar, I watched you on the main show. Great use of the word ostensibly twice. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, ostensibly.
I
use it too much. Ostensibly essentially means like as far as anyone knows.
Right. I thought it was cute though. I mean, dogs do that. I just couldn't get over the guy because I was expecting it to be like someone that looked like me or smaller, not some dude that's like that would be like, yo, bro, you know, like really intense guy. And this dog was so cute. Or, I mean, I shouldn't generalize what type of dogs people have. People like an array of dogs, but the guy looked like he would have like a pit bull or a German Shepherd or a Doberman, you know, what they call a masculine dog. And that dog was not it, so it was super funny. I guarantee Judge Judy was just like, yep.
Yeah, she's like, take the dog, and she just gets up and leaves.
Right.
Well, first of all, I think it's important to point out that Judge Judy obviously is a big Air Bud fan, because if you remember in the very first Air Bud movie, that is how they decide who Air Bud belongs to, because the clown tries to take the dog from the boy. I'm sure
clowns.
I mean, Pop Trigger fans, big Air Bud fans, we know this. This has been documented. So that is what I would like to say, is that I saw this, it reminded me of a real life trial and tribulations of if you were to do that and test your dog, then immediately after turn to girlfriend. I say, Lizzie, oh my gosh, what would happen if we put Willie down, our new dog, and had him decide who would he go to? And she said, we can never do that, it would ruin us.
Here's the truth about that situation is whoever he sees first, he's gonna go over to and hang out with, and then afterwards we'll just go to the other person.
So this is what I would think. If my old dog Casper, if we had done this with Lizzie and myself and then put Casper down, Casper would have come to me because I was by myself when I got him. So like he knew me first and sort of only he lived with me just by myself.
I think the dog goes to you, dude.
You think Willie would?
Any dog.
No.
You're the alpha.
Because I have a lower register voice for a female? That's fair, I do.
You also smell really nice too.
I've never seen Lizzie in the courtroom. I've only seen her here.
It's awful. I mean, it's good. She's
shit in her job.
Listen, she's
awful?
because she's so good that it's just like, oh, I can never. Like
it's
you
terrifying.
Can't. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like whenever there's some sort of a conflict, I'm like, I am right, you are wrong. I apologize. I love you so much, please, because I know that she'll be like, well, if you recall on this date and time when you said this, this, and this, like.
True.
Actually, I hate that I'm saying this about her because she's not that sort of a person that like keeps track and score.
She wouldn't, but she can.
But that's the thing, when you see her do it,
she's the alpha.
Exactly, I know that she could. Yeah, she's the alpha.
Guys, enlighten me. I've never had a pet before, and like I don't have any desire to have a pet. Like it changes. Grace is looking at me like, dude, you're fired. But I mean, people are so attached
to pets.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, I get why they are, but I mean. Yes.
I just see Sophie in the back being like, yes.
Sophie's got a cute dog.
It is the allure. It seemed like so much work. And I know the Pop Trigger fans are like probably like, Jason, I can't stand him. I mean, yeah, I knew I didn't like him. He doesn't have a pet. But there's so much responsibility.
But
yes.
Yeah.
But with great responsibility comes great love.
Yeah. Well, you are a new pet owner.
Yeah, we have this cat that could care if I live or die unless I stop feeding it, which I don't do. But
you love the cat.
Like this cat's it's terrible. I mean, I love it. It sneezes all the time. We took it to the vet, and the vet's just like, yeah, he's gonna sneeze. We don't really know why, and I'm not gonna take him to like a specialist because I'm evil. And I don't know, but this cat sneezes, so he'll jump on you and you'll be like kind of fall asleep on the couch. He'll jump on you, look at you in the face and just go, huff, huff, and it'll go in your eyes, in your mouth, it's terrible, and he meows to make sure that you're awake, and then once you are, he'll just walk away. So he's the worst. See, if he was a person, he'd be the most, like imagine a person just walks up to you and sneezes in your mouth, waits till you fall asleep and just goes, and then walks away when you wake up. The worst, but
he's weaseled his little way into your cold heart.
Yeah,
the added expense too.
57 cents
That's
twice a
really
day.
not that much of an expense. Like you think that it would be, and honestly, Casper I used to call my dog Bleedy the dog because he just found new and creative ways to bleed from like an elbow or from his paw, or I would just come home and I'd be like, all right, baby has a scab on his cheek from nothing,
right?
And he just bleedy. And so he was a little bit more expensive, and he was very expensive to train because he had a history,
right.
So we had to figure that out. But the dog that we have now, Willie, is just, we named him Willie Nelson because he was just so down to be on the road again, and he just jumped right into our lives, and it really isn't that expensive. But I mean, it can be. My brother one time paid something like $2,000 to $4,000 to heal his ferret. That's another story.
What a Kempton story.
What a Kempton
What kind of
story.
dog do you have now, Grace?
He's a pit bull mix, we think, but we don't know like specifically about him. I am a big believer in pet ownership in some way, shape, or form. I think it just deepens our sense of empathy and compassion in the world. I think it just to care for something that doesn't have a voice, that you have to tend to and have these needs met, and it takes you outside of yourself, which I especially think in this town, like sometimes if I can just focus on, oh, my dog needs to go on a walk and I'm just gonna leave my phone at home, it just makes me feel very much more present in the moment because I don't have all these sort of very human, earthly worries.
Also, we gave ours a haircut because it's hot. And now he looks like a lion, like a black lion, and it's hilarious. And then and it also helps him because he would just yank his fur out because he was hot or uncomfortable, and now he doesn't do that anymore. But it is nice, he just like comes up and finds a time to sit down, like this finicky little shit of a cat will eventually find a time to sit down like on you, and you'll just pet it and watch TV. It's very nice. What kind of pet should we get Jason? What do you think would be the most effective one? That's the question for you. And this is really the comment section I will read the most intensely.
I hope it's something weird.
Yeah.
They're like a viper. Get Jason a viper.
Jason,
Get him a snake.
a fish.
Fish.
Done.
Like a low commitment fish.